Hi Spilsby, I'm house sitting at my sister's this week, so I've forgotten the performer's hat, but nevertheless this is an official performance. This is possibly my last attempt at a Song for Lincolnshire competition. I don't write many and all the previous ones have bombed completely, so I don't have great hopes, which is probably a good way to be. So this is about an expedition to tackle the highest peak in Lincolnshire. Had to Google it, and I found it on the website of a guy who was tackling all the peaks for every county. And his blog said that he couldn't find the summit in Lincolnshire because the trig point was behind a bush. So I'm sure most of us have actually climbed it at some point and probably not realised. So this is the expedition to Normanby Hill. Some speak of legends like Scott and Magellan, from the top of the world to the bottom of hell, and the 7 great oceans, the Antarctic swell, and back home for medals and tea. Every last one of them showed resolution, courage and fortitude, a strong constitution, calm in a crisis and quick with solutions, the masters of land, air and sea. Hillary conquered the world's highest peak, Livingstone cleared off and was not seen for weeks, Alexander is famous for just being Greek, all of them of iron will. But there's only one summit of fame in these parts, his name is enough to break strong men's hearts. Get out the crampons, the rations and charts, set out for Normanby Hill. So please raise your glasses, remember us still, great expedition to Normanby Hill. 500 feet of a slightly tough slope that makes the faint-hearted abandon all hope. And only the few have the courage to cope the traverse of the B1225. On a fine summer's day we left Market Raisin, the wind at our backs, we set a good pace. We wondered what perils we would have to face, which of our group would survive. So please raise your glasses, remember us still, great expedition to Normanby Hill. We set our base camp, but oh, it's been more. There was hugging and tears, partings galore. For those that were left knew what we'd endure. We steeled ourselves for the push. As we sighted Claxby, the stragglers were failing. At the back of the line there was toil but Bailey. Left the Huskies tied for some railings. We had a peak by a bush. So please raise your glasses, remember us still, great expedition to Normanby Hill. The Sherpas were trained on the Himalayas. We'd said our farewell and tided affairs. Those who were able were saying their prayers, somewhere between living and dead. We passed the remains of another team's tent and rounded the summit, our energy spent. In less than an hour we made our descent. We were at the bar at the King's Head. So please raise your glasses, remember us still, great expedition to Normanby Hill. So please raise your glasses, remember us still, the great expedition to Normanby Hill. You know, I didn't know it was going to meet the 4-minute targets, but actually it meets it with spades on. Good news.